with St. Louis, and he's starting with Steven Stamkos, along with Luke Evangelista. First time this season, O'Reilly and Philip Forsberg have not been line mates. As you know, Nashville's had trouble scoring and have trouble winning. Here comes Finney in, and that just went wide of Onanen. They've given up early goals lately. Shot in on Onanen gets stopped. After the first attempt from Eric Hollow was stopped, and the rebound there. Now it's taken by Forsberg. Out front himself. Knocked aside. Talbot is down. Shimon Nemetz. Good young defenseman with the Devils. The Devil made him do it. Turning up high here is Raymond. Raymond with room. He finds Sherratt. And a save made, caught by Onanen.
Near the bottom of goals against. So goals for and goals against, you're not going to win much.
That's off the goalpost. Stayed out. What a save off the rebound.
Whoa.
For Shea. The defenseman's shot got blocked. Gustafson.
There you go.
Ahead by Larkin. Here goes Raymond along with Finney. There it is.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what a stop. 3 points, including a goal the past 4, but has been denied lots.
Marvelous play by Lucas Raymond, and a better stop. Holy mackerel. Whoa. That's a beauty.
Blankenberg, number 37 back there. He's been really good. Not just penalty killing, but power play here. Former Wolverine. He's got the puck now. Save made, they score. It gets through. And sure enough, it was Blankenberg who took the shot. He's got plenty of family here. He's from Washington, Michigan.
It definitely hit something. Oh boy. No, he's right. He's got his feet in the crease. They'll be looking at this.
He knocked it out of the air and then off him and in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a challenge in that look right there, but he was in the crease.
Bell Tire power play. Raymond goes back. Sider for Larkin. Loose in front. Onanen a piece. Larkin a shot. Onanen the save.
Unofficially 12 shots on goal. And Detroit's had 4 or 5 of their own. And this goaltender's done a nice job. Larkin missed the outside of the net on that one. DeBrincat went to the forehand, and I think he made the save there. Couldn't quite tell.
Thank you, Daniela. And with Roman Josi in the box, another 52 seconds on the carryover. The Red Wings begin the second on the power play as Sider has it, along with Kane and DeBrincat and Larkin and Raymond. Raymond finds Larkin through the middle. On the wing for DeBrincat. DeBrincat cuts to the middle. Scores!
They did. Dropped back by Sider, and then Larkin to an open side, breaking on his off wing, and they play the puck off the body, and a right-hand shot comes to the middle of the ice and goes back to the short side where the goaltender came from. Yep. And DeBrincat stays hot.
And DeBrincat with 18 points the past 23 games against Nashville. 11 of those are goals. They went into the slot that didn't work. Loose puck here for Wood. Passed across at the goalpost again. Danielson circles. And that broken stick gotten away. Van Riemsdyk for Kane. 1 and 2 in their draft year. Kane's got it. Crowd antsy. In front. Save made. Rebound. Scores!
Wow.
Van Riemsdyk again. Pretty much a replay of his power play goal in New Jersey. Backhand roof, 2-1.
Miss, and then the block on the stick, the busted stick of DeBrincat, and he gets replaced. Nice juicy rebound for Van Riemsdyk to earlier in the hockey game. And they're cold. 14 degrees. They'll go back in the freezer right now behind the net.
Right, when they get to 18 degrees, one side turns purple. When it gets more white, yep. Kane's pass knocked down by Ryan O'Reilly. So good defensively. Offensively, too, for that matter. Here comes O'Reilly. Quick feed into Blankenberg. He scored! Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Nick Blankenberg from Washington, Michigan, the former Wolverine, has tied up the game 2-2.
As he jumps by the defenseman right there and took a perfect pass from Ryan O'Reilly, and much like Kane, to the backhand he goes. Being hooked by Kane actually right there, and a beautiful under the bar tie game shot.
Because of his skills, they've gone 11 and 7. Blankenberg will often join the rush, and he'll play up front. And he's just tied up the game, just his 13th game of the season.
The ability of number 59, Roman Josi, win the faceoff. How does that puck get in? Short side. First shot gets blocked, falls right there, and Josi goes to pick it up. Yep.
Off the draw for Bunting, drops it back for Josi. Josi, another shot, he scores! Here comes Comper. Behind the net, Onanen. Sherratt toward the goal, scores! Screening in front was the big man, Soderblom, and Sherratt let it go, and it found its way. It's 3-3.
Started out with a good hustle by Appleton, I believe it was. And then this shot may have hit Soderblom, we're not sure. Just go to the net with it. No, I don't know. Didn't look like it on that one. Went underneath his leg, but we'll find out. Players know, and they're not going to steal somebody else's goal. And Sherratt was the first guy to come to the bench to tap gloves with everybody.
To brink it up on the forecheck, able to knock it down and steal, and a shot! Forces Onanen into a good stop there. To brink it did. Loose in front again, passed over to Kane, and he gets knocked down, cross-checked by Perbix from behind, no call.
Wow.
And Kane, who was -4 in the home loss to Florida on Monday, a rough night there. O'Reilly leaves it for Stamkos. Wraparound try, stop, save, rebound, they score. O'Reilly on the doorstep. And Stamkos with his rush, circling the net, made the play. And Ryan O'Reilly gets his 7th of the season in a 2-point night.
46 to go. They move puck up, and you got O'Reilly who dumps the puck really to Stamkos, who's on the run. You take another look at this. Off the side of the net, off a foot, off the goaltender, and right to O'Reilly.
Nashville moves it by Haula. Forsberg on Sider. Danielson played it back wide open in front, they score! Oh, a miscue there defensively by Detroit and Eric Haula, as the Red Wings got all puck focused, and Haula all alone in the slot buries it for a 2-goal lead, and 2 quick goals again.
He had three bodies behind the net. Take a look at a high wide look at this thing. They're trying to figure out where to go with it. Good forecheck pressure by Forsberg. And there are 3 bodies back there, and nobody in front. And Haula released himself from back behind the goal line, went to the front of the net, and don't you know it? Sider tried to go back.
First back, Stamkos took him out. Jay stick lifted. Puck to the middle. They can't clear. On a second attempt, they will. And it's O'Reilly with the empty net. Feeds it off to Stamkos, who scores.
You see that coming. He was going to give it to him if he could, all the way from outside the blue line. Oh boy.
Alexander Ovechkin for most goals against Detroit among active players with 25. And the empty netter seals the win at 6-3.
See him jumping, knowing with the net empty, and O'Reilly's looking for him all the way.
Well, just his 5th goal of the season. Ahead of Detroit, and you got Ottawa and Boston both in action tonight too. So Could be some changes in the Atlantic, and the Lightning win 5-1 over Calgary. So Red Wings lose some ground there and lose this one.